activities, culture, entertainment. So first of all, leisure activities. There's all kinds of different activities you could do in your leisure time. Typically, or some things typically come to mind. Crafting. Many Americans love to do different crafts or art. So I've seen many women who spend a lot of time developing that skill, and so they will make books. They will make different things. Some of them like to do like cards, like birthday cards or different cards for holidays, things like that. My wife likes to scrapbook, so she keeps a lot of memories, pictures of the kids, different stories. She puts them in books, puts them in there to have something to share with the family. Sometimes she will also make things like books that other people could buy to put their own memories in. So that's one thing she does. Some people like to do art in their free time. For me, I like to make things with wood. So I will do projects sometimes. I also like to play sports. So if I'm in America, for example, I would play softball in the spring and summer. I would play basketball in the winter. I would also do other things, go fishing, hiking, biking, things like that. There are many outdoor activities that Americans like to do. We have a lot of parks and a lot of places that we could go and do things outdoors, both organized with sports or things like that, but also just to get out on our own and enjoy some space. So some people have very nice gardens. Many Americans care a lot about their grass in their yard or their garden. So I had a lot of friends whose fathers spent a lot of time working on their yards to make the grass look very pretty, and working with the trees and the bushes also. There are also things you could do for entertainment during your free time, like going to the theater, going to see sporting events. There's all kinds of entertainment, going to concerts. So you can enjoy those sort of things. The theaters in the U.S. are very, very common. There's many of them. Usually you can find them near a shopping mall. Sometimes they are separate, so you find them both ways. You can go to indoor or outdoor concerts. Outdoor concerts are quite popular in the summer. Often they will hold them in parks. So I've been to them, and you can go to anything from a rock concert to an orchestra and hear them in a park. There's also exhibits or exhibitions. There's a very large art competition in the city where I'm from. They call it Art Prize. So artists from all over the world will come there and display their art in the city. And you have to walk to different buildings or different locations to see the art. Some of the artwork is small, like a painting. Some of it is very, very large sculptures. So it's very fun to go to that. You also get a lot of exercise. And something else interesting about that is that you can vote for the winner. So the people choose the winner, the people who come to see it. And whoever wins gets a lot of money for it as well. So I mentioned school sports in one of my other topics, but sports is very popular in schools. You can play all kinds of sports. It's connected to the schools system in the U.S. You can also join club sports. My favorite sports are baseball, American football, soccer. I also like to watch hockey. I play some of those sports. I like combat sports as well. I enjoy watching those. My father, when I was a child, loved all kinds of sports, and so I learned to love them as well. I like to play when I can or just watch. So some people like to read. I read books when I have the time, or I listen to the radio or television. My favorite kind of books are either historical, like biography type books, or informational type books like that. Or I like to read like maybe fantasy, but more like a historical or that type of fantasy. more than sci-fi, so maybe like a Lord of the Rings or something. I might have to do this in 2 parts. Okay, part 2 coming up.